She was checking up on me. From the game she was spitting in my ear, you would think that she knew me. Decided to cheat. Conversation got heavy. She had me feeling like she's ready to blow. Watch out! She's saying, come get me. So I got up and followed her to the floor. She said, baby, let's go. When I told her, I said, Shorty got down, she said, come and get me. I got so caught up, forgot she told me. Cause with my girl, you could be the best of all me. Next thing I knew, she was all up on me screaming. She's all up in my head now. Got me thinking that it might be a good idea to take her with me. She's ready to leave. Well, let's go. But I gotta keep it real now. Cause on the 1 to 10, she's a certified 20. But that just ain't me. Hey, cause I know if I take that chance, she swears it's gonna leave. But what I do is the way she dance makes Shawty alright with me. The way she I'm like, yeah, just work that out for me. She asked for one more dance, and I'm like, yeah, how the hell am I supposed to leave? And I said, Shawty got down, she said, come and get me. I got so caught up, forgot she told me. Look at my girl, you could be the best of all me. Next thing I knew, she was all up on me screaming.
Watch out, my outfit's ridiculous. In the club looking so conspicuous. And wow, these women all on the prowl. If you hold the head steady, I'ma milk the cow. And forget about game, I'ma spit the truth. I won't stop till I get them in their birthday suits. So give me the rhythm and it'll be off with their clothes. Then bend over to the front and touch your toes. I left the jag and I took the rolls. If they ain't cutting, then I put them on foot patrol. How you like me now when my pinky's valued over 300,000? Let's drink, you the one to please. Ludacris fill cups like Double D. Me and Ursh once more when we leaves them dead. We want a lady in the street, but a freak in the bed that say,
Shawty got down, she said, come and get me. I got so caught up, forgot she told me. Cause with my girl, you could be the best of all me. Next thing I knew, she was all up on me screaming.
take that and rewind it back. Lil Jon got the beat to make your booty go. Take that, rewind it back. Usher got the voice to make your booty go. Take that, rewind it back. Ludacris got the flow to make your booty go. Take that, rewind it back. Lil Jon got the beat to make your booty go.
care. He's Jeff's friend, the guy I was making fun of. He came into our gated community, like threatening me and my family outside my house.
Hi, I'm Ethan's Basement, and every time the H3 podcast takes a break, I make videos explaining some of the deep lore of the H3 universe. Who would have thought that doing his usual mobster impression could one day put Ethan's life in danger?
Oh boy.
You come to me, and you act as if I'm not Italian. My children are 7% Italian.
How did Ethan go from receiving threats of intimidation to becoming friends with the person who threatened him?
Honestly, what I said about you guys was just in good fun, and it's not really to the level of going to someone's house and threatening them.
This whole story I'm about to tell you is linked to Jeff, who, before becoming Ethan's best friend, despised Ethan and held a grudge against him for a long time because he felt humiliated by him in front of millions of people during the Frenemies era.
Oh, I don't know this stuff.
Well-
you act like I'm with David every day.
Well, it's in the article. If you would have fucking read the article.
Okay, Ethan.
And you see, Jeff has a best friend named Cody, who, like him, has a criminal past and has been in and out of prison. And when it comes to defending his best friend's honor, Cody is willing to go pretty far, even when it's simply about petty internet beef. I don't think the guy is made for the world of internet drama because he would just show up at anyone's house before you even know it.
H3, Death
Oh,
Doodle.
H3.
If you need a refresher, during the Frenemies era, Ethan made an enemy of Jeff as he was part of David Dobrik's group and got involved in several controversial affairs. There was this iconic moment when Jeff called into the podcast during an episode of Frenemies where he utterly failed to defend himself while debating with Ethan. At that point, Jeff became one of the many enemies of the show, and the feeling was mutual regarding how he felt about Ethan in the podcast. But at some point, Ethan became sympathetic to Jeff for, in a way, also being a victim of David's actions, and he started considering inviting him to the podcast so he could talk about his side of the story, as he was becoming more vocal about his crane accident.
I just want to fucking tell the truth finally.
Yes.
Like I gave the
Yes, Jeff, we want the truth. That's all I want.
But an event quickly led Ethan and the crew to cancel Jeff's invitation due to an action taken by his best friend Cody.
I was Team Jeff all the way. I was going to help him with lawyers and everything, and then apparently, I don't know.
In this next clip that I'm going to show you, it's the first time we're going to see the character of Cody in Jeff's podcast, where they are talking about his issues with David Dobrik. And this is when we will learn that Cody is an ex-convict, primarily known for his criminal past.
A breaking news is that I unfollowed David Dobrik on Instagram. He is a slimy you know?
I can't even get a job because of you. Fucking expose my life to 20 million people. Who needs to put in a job application anymore?
I did that. In all fairness, I did make a video on you getting out of prison too.
Yeah.
He's talking about how because David gave him this character of a criminal, like, can't go anywhere because they associate him with being a criminal because he was a criminal in the vlogs.
I mean, he does keep threatening to, like, kill me. So he's not... I mean, he's playing up to the role.
This is about his friend. His Jeff's friend.
I'm saying Jeff plays up the criminal thing, the shtick.
Right.
He doesn't want to be associated. He should drop the shtick.
Priced.
They recognized Cody from the David vlog where they picked him up from prison. And Cody, you know, this is just like a Staten Island thing where you'll like grab like a cookie in the store, you start eating
food
it,
in the supermarket
and then
before
you
walk
keep
out.
the wrapper and you pay for it on the way out. But they came over and tried to lock Cody up because of his reputation that was given to him by DD.
For a $7 fucking cookie.
They profiled you.
Yeah.
Despite Dan and AB's attempts to prevent Ethan from making fun of Cody, Ethan couldn't help himself and had to bring out his Italian mobster impression.
Another day goes by, no text. I look at his Instagram.
Yo, what the? His homie just start fucking pumping iron during the show? What's he doing?
Because it's the first one that always fucking...
You don't associate us with being criminals. Hey, go ahead, bro. I'm going to pump iron while you tell your story. Yo, we're not criminals. Yo, I'm going to do some push-ups here while you tell your story, all right? What the fuck is this?
Saved them from fucking everything. You would have got deported.
What's this homie doing now? He's tying his shoes? Are you listening?
You gotta. This is Jeff's best friend. If you want Jeff to come on the show, do not make fun of. his
He's
best
not even paying attention. He's tying his shoes. He's lifting weights.
You would have
Look
got
at him.
put in jail for manslaughter. You could have got sued for
He's like, what'd you say? Can you say that again for me?
and that's fine, because accidents can happen in life. We both fucked up.
Hey, is there some lint on this couch?
Ethan.
Because accidents can happen in life.
Hey, where'd you get this couch? Is
We
there some
both
kind of
fucked
lint
up
on
many
here?
times. We've both done terrible
Look at him.
things.
Yo, you got
Came a
something on
long
your
way.
couch. What do you say?
Example,
You
both
say
fall
something?
with-
That's throwing me off.
I couldn't chew. I had to live off and chew.
Hey, I got a text. He's actively texting.
Or if you know anything about that stuff.
And
Leave
AB said, "Don't make fun of his friend. Let's be respectful." I probably wouldn't even have noticed if you didn't say that.
I was watching it back with Lena this morning, and I was telling her, I asked Ethan not to feminize this, and she was like, "There's no way he's gonna resist."
Am I being too hard on them? I'm just joking around. I'm sorry.
At the end of Jeff's podcast, he asks Cody if there's anyone he wants to call out. Cody immediately responds with H3, and at that moment, they say the phrase, "Don't worry about the address, I know where you live," as if something was already planned.
You got anybody else you want to call out over here?
H3, Death
Oh,
Doodle.
H3. I'm
And,
supposed to go on your show. I'm thinking about it. I got a few list of requests. Don't worry about sending over the address. I already got it.
Is that a joke? Like, that's what I'm saying. He goes, "I'm not a criminal. I just know where you live." I don't get that joke. He does that too, where he's like, "I'm gonna do something about it if you don't, Kavish."
When watching this clip, Ethan didn't seem to be too concerned by it, but he still asked the crew if they seemed serious or not. Dan replied that it seemed like an obvious joke, just playing up their mobster persona.
Don't worry about sending over the address. I already got it.
What's he doing with that? Is he joking? 'Cause it's not clear to me if he's joking or not. I mean, I don't think he has the address, so maybe he's just doing like a wise guy joke.
You'll find out after the episode.
Maybe I'll just not give him the address and see if he asks for it or not.
But
It
I'm
seemed like
all
he was
about-
saying it in a joking way.
It was a joke?
It had a jokey vibe.
It did?
Well, he's like, I got a series of requests. Yeah, he's doing a little shtick there.
He's doing shtick? Okay.
Making peace,
When,
baby.
when AB told me that he said that because in the past he has threatened you in DMs, as we've talked about on the show, I was like, seriously? Like, this guy's still doing this? But watching that clip, I'm like, he's joking.
What Dan didn't know was that it was much more real than he could have imagined. Beforehand, AB had warned Ethan to not make fun of Jeff's friend, advice that perhaps Ethan should have listened to a bit more closely, and you'll soon see why.
I don't want to have enemies out there, but there's some bad people in this world.
Not me, I hope.
That deserve it.
In the meantime, the weekend passed, so there were no podcasts for a couple of days, but some people were already aware of the news
Get
that
some
will be soon
kills.
announced, as Cody's recent Instagram stories have been making the rounds on the H3 subreddit. In the beginning of this podcast, Ethan seems hesitant to announce the news, but he ultimately does. We'll realize that Cody actually knew very well Ethan's address, as he had been multiple times in front of his house to take photos.
Also, in other news, Jeff and his... How do I not say this? Who can say where the road goes? Where the
Listen.
days
I shouldn't say it. I'm going to say something I probably shouldn't say.
Let's just say Jeff's not coming on the show for good reason.
Yeah.
And
do your own research, people.
I'll just say it. I mean, I don't care. He's Jeff's friend, the guy I was making fun of. He came into our fucking gated community and was filming driving by our house and saying, "I got all the info you need, Ethan. Don't test me." Like threatening me and my family outside my house. So that happened on Friday, and it was a fucking nightmare. And I had to call the police and talk to the police about it, filed a police report. And like we had to tighten all the security at the gate. And I mean, so like, so is Jeff a bad guy? Yes, straight up. Yes, Dan?
Called it.
Oh yeah, they called it. You know what? Is he my best friend anymore? No. Friendship ended with Jeff. That was a horrible experience. They think it's funny, I guess, to drive by my house and intimidate me. I don't think Jeff had anything to do with it, just for the record. But he does put a guy on who's actually just willing to do something like that because I made fun of him for lifting an iron or lifting weights during his friend's heart-wrenching story. So just not sure that guy's ready to be on the internet.
But the events didn't unfold in the exact order we thought, since it seems that Cody had already passed by the house even before being mentioned during the last podcast. So it would seem that it was not a joke at all when they called out H3 at the end of their last episode.
Also, yeah, what's interesting to note is that, so this guy, he posted a video to his Instagram stories, one in the daytime of him driving by the house, and one in the nighttime. So we did a whole ops situation.
You see aside that shit.
And then so the first drive-through, it turns out happened Thursday morning before we ever mentioned him.
Yep.
So I was goofing on Jeff the first time, you guys remember, and so his homie, before I even mentioned him, came and drove by our house.
Yeah.
To threaten me and my family.
Which makes sense, being that the day before, Jeff put out that video and said, "Don't worry about giving us your address."
Yeah.
We
I
have
thought he
info. We thought it was a joke.
Yeah, Jeff goes, "Don't worry, don't send me the address. I know where you live." And we were like, "Why would he say that? Like, it's not. I guess it's a joke." But then I realized, oh, his friend actually came to our house and filmed the front of it.
Yeah, he'd been stalking you prior to you even knowing he existed.
Yeah.
He was stalking you.
So then when I goofed on him a little bit on Friday, he came back again and filmed it again. I don't know how he got in the second time, but we tightened the security now, so.
Zoomed into your windows too in the video.
Yeah, he showed my license plate. He zoomed into our house.
After that, Jeff was obviously deprogrammed to be invited to the show, and Ethan would have never thought he would try to invite him again after what had happened.
Well, we were debating if to have Jeff on. Well, obviously Jeff's not happening, so I had to explain why the fuck this happened. Why Jeff's not coming on. But, alright. I don't know. Honestly, what I said about you guys was just in good fun, and it's not really to the level of going to someone's house and threatening them.
Oh, I mean, yeah, most of us felt for Jeff. I mean, honestly,
That's
I was Team Jeff. I felt so bad watching his video.
I was Team Jeff all the way, right? Because even though I was goofing on him a little bit, I was like, I'm in your corner, bro. I want to support you. I want to help you with lawyers and stuff, and you know, some silly, goofy jokes, or maybe some mean jokes. Let's be honest, a little mean. And well, hopefully he doesn't get back in after. I'm not very happy about it.
Also, it was in this episode that AB mentioned he patrolled around Ethan's house when he knew he was potentially in danger. Something that we'll learn again a long time after.
I was on my way over. I was gonna patrol outside the gate.
Okay, good. You're gonna post outside my house?
I'm post outside the gate. Security on security.
Oh yeah. Thank you, bro.
That is wild. Out of all the beeps we got on getting to
So
on the
minor.
show, yeah, this was so
Done
minor.
so much worse. God, I want to say so much more.
Let's just go onward.
I should have.
I don't know why I poked the bear.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
In this next episode of H3 TV, Ethan revisits the situation and talks about how recently Jeff had invited Tana and Mike to his podcast and was jokingly mentioning the Cody incident in a very nonchalant way.
So Jeff Wittick, as you guys know, his buddy did a drive-by on our house. But anyway, he drove by my house in the morning and at night, and then we realized the first drive-through was even before I mentioned him. In this clip, where he had Tana and Mike on, Tana literally says that he told her he wants to kill me. Is this funny? I'm missing the joke. Here.
We're just joking around.
I'm down.
We're just joking around. We drove by his house twice through a gated community and took pictures of his license plate and inside his house. Don't you get the joke? It's funny.
It's a joke.
I went in his backyard and watched him through his kitchen window. What's not funny about that? It's a joke.
Tana, for context,
You
last
told
week.
me you want like H3 dead. And
You told me you want H3 dead. She said that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I did an Italian voice. Is that all it takes, Jeff, to make you want to kill someone? I mean...
We can even see that the situation was alarming enough for Mike for wanting to distance himself completely and have nothing to do with this whole affair, which would seem like the reasonable thing to do.
Oh no! So one of my friends went over there and like filmed the house, and then Ethan got all scared and texted me a bunch of stuff. And
He got all scared. His friend, people was, it's not my fault. Ethan got scared. He's there with his family and his newborn baby and his 2-year-old. He got scared. What's the big deal? It's his problem. My friend lied to get into the gated community twice on 2 separate occasions.
With a fake ID.
With a fake ID.
Yep.
Yeah. I told my friend I wanted to kill him. What's the big deal? I told Tana I want him dead. It's just a joke. Mike seems very concerned, and I like that for him. I mean, I like that he's like, yeah, I actually, look at his face right now. He's like, yo, guys,
Can we stop talking?
I can't do this right now.
I don't want to be involved.
I need a disclaimer. I don't want any part of this. Also, you guys are going into this
Understandable,
whole
Mike.
murder shit because I can't be a part of it either.
No, we're just joking around.
It's just a joke.
Just joking around.
I would talk to Jeff.
From that moment, Jeff increasingly realized that Ethan was on his side regarding the David Dobrik situation and was even willing to help with lawyers and such. Gradually, they got closer until...
Yeah, Jeff, sue him. If you actually have legal questions, I can help you with all that stuff. I'm pretty good with all that stuff, and I'll put you in the right direction with lawyers. I have really good connection with lawyers.
Almost a year after the incident, Jeff was re-invited to the podcast, but not alone. He came in person with Tana and Mike for the special BFF episode, as these were 3 people the H3 podcast had been in beef against. It was a special reconciliation episode with these 3 figures.
And then there's the thing where, like, your body came to my house twice.
I can't, he's a grown man. I can't control. We talked about him. You know, you want me to call him in here? We get another
Yeah,
F on the hat?
line. No,
Yeah,
I have a restraining order.
He goes, I have a restraining.
Oh yeah, he
I
told me
I-
to ask you if we could drop that. If we could. That's not my problem. I
Listen,
don't
the
know.
first time it happened, he made a story on Instagram of him driving past my house at night with the windows open, like my office is facing the street. It's a gated community, and he wrote some caption like, "We know where you live.
Yeah,
we can get to you." Some shit like that, and everyone's like, "Yo, what the fuck? This is insane." And
This was your friend that
his bestie,
but you
yeah.
talk shit.
Yeah,
my friend I grew up with. Yeah,
Shit.
you're cool with that?
No, I'm not cool with that. I'm saying.
It's clear that Ethan can now laugh about the situation and no longer holds a grudge against Jeff, though they admit that it was a bit of an intense situation at the time.
I mean, I would
Yeah.
get a restraining order if someone was driving past my house as well. So I guess.
Well, I did actually. Well, I texted Jeff. I was like, "Bro, I gotta call the police." Like, no offense, because we were talking, we were cordial at that time.
Yeah.
I was like, "Bro, I gotta call the
Of
police."
course.
dude."
Yeah, yeah.
Well, it happened again. It happened again. Like, one was during the day, one was during the night, and I was like, "Bro, I gotta."
Yeah, bro, he
I
haunts
called
me
the-
too.
Yeah.
I'm worried about him too.
Yeah.
You know.
Damn.
But actually, it was a good thing because we tightened our security. So
He just
hopefully-
exposed some holes.
Yeah,
like
he exposed some holes.
filled them.
He got in so fucking easy, bro. And yeah, so that happened. No,
Thank
the
you,
stuff-
Cody.
that-
Thank
yeah,
you
and
for
the
tightening
stuff.
up those holes.
Yeah, thanks, bro. Shout out. Glad you're overseas, though.
He wants a consulting rate from you.
Yeah, no. I'm glad you're just. When he went back to Miami, I was monitoring him. He went back to Miami. I could tell in his Insta stories. I was like, thank God, fucking guy.
This was during Ethan's new squashing the beef era after realizing that a lot of his enemies were actually not that bad, and he wanted to get away from all the unnecessary drama frenemies got him involved with.
And he's wingsuiting too. You know those like squirrel suits?
He does that shit.
And he's 250 pounds.
That's the gnarliest
Do you
shit.
slightly worry about him hiking to the top of the Hollywood sign and wingsuiting directly into your
Yeah,
thing?
I am.
Like
I'm worried about
crashing
everything,
through the
man.
fucking window and
And
just
he's a
rolling
big
in.
fucking guy, dude.
Bro, let me tell
He's
you.
trying to get verified on Instagram, and he was like, "Yo, I need more press," because there was press
I
about.
got press.
You gave him press.
Yeah.
Filed a police report.
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
"I sent this in to Instagram
Bro,
to
if
get
he
verified."
gets
I'm like,
verified off the strength of a police report, he's a
Yeah.
fucking legend.
Yeah.
It's not his name though. You had the wrong name. You didn't have his correct name. I'll give you.
Oh, you used a
I'll
street
connect you
alias?
guys so you can.
But
talk.
you know what? You
No,
know
his
what?
just permanently goes off.
You know what? I
alias.
appreciate the loyalty. He's a good soldier.
Yeah,
He's a soldier.
And so it was in this episode that Ethan and Jeff finally squashed the beef and moved a little closer to a friendship between Cody and Ethan, which would develop further later on. And finally, it was on Jeff FM's podcast this year where Ethan was invited that he finally got to meet Cody in person, who appeared to be very friendly towards Ethan, maybe regretting his past actions.
I'm used to it.
You're good.
I'm sitting here with Tana, Mike,
gotta redo the studio once we get a little. What was I saying?
Thanks for coming, Ethan.
Nice to see you.
I love how everybody on the internet's calling you Ethan.
Ethan, that's my new shit.
It's a good look. It's a good look.
Thanks,
you
bro.
look really good posture. I love your haircut.
Nice.
I think you should, my opinion, I think you should add a haircut segment.
Keep it going.
Once a month. I
Keep
saw a
the
lot of
trim
requests for
happening.
that.
Well,
Yeah.
for me, just my opinion, like, you know, when you get a fresh haircut, it builds your confidence, your
True.
image. You
Look good, feel good. That's
Plus-
what Mike the Situation said on the Jersey Shore.
Plus, you're a man of business, so you always want to be on point. You know?
Absolutely.
Yes.
True.
Um,
You like diet beverages? That's what I fuck with.
I drink Coke Zero.
Oh, that shit's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's crazy.
We were gonna
Wow.
request some of those and get you,
Yeah.
but there's been
So
a lot of
good.
moving parts for this to get this together.
I could
to
go
work.
downstairs and get you one right now at the liquor
No,
store.
oh, you do that for me?
I would do that.
You
for
know what?
Real
You know
cool.
what?
I'm good. I'm good.
I'm
my
genuine.
fucking
I'm not
credit card.
sending you.
Here's
No
Give me
way.
I'll do it actually on Jeff's credit
Yeah,
card.
yeah, do it. My wallet's out there.
I'll be right back.
My
I'm gonna
wallet's
go
out
get Ethan.
That's respect.
Ethan.
Thank you, bro.
Ethan, yeah.
Because he's a
We drink
guest here,
diet.
and you should have prepared to make him comfortable.
Okay, thank
True.
you. Look, you're right. When you're right, you're right.
Cody came in here. He's putting
Damn.
shit down.
Thank you for doing this, Cody.
My
It's very
guy.
nice.
He came in,
Great
complimented
thinking.
him. He's a great.
We do need a bigger studio. We're
Maybe
getting there.
let's
We're
do it
working.
for the
working.
fans.
Oh,
He's
man.
really sweet when he's not stalking me. Like, he is genuinely like a really nice guy.
He is a nice guy, and that's why he is nice, because he didn't know you at the time, and he thought of you as an enemy, and he was
Yeah.
doing what he could because he saw how much stress I was going through. Because of you.
As a result, it's evident that there's no animosity between them anymore. Instead, there's much more respect and understanding between the two.
My God, this guy's stacked.
Look at that. He got
My
4 of them.
man.
We're gonna guzzle them all down. Let's see one of those.
Are these all for me?
Can I have one of those? Can I have one of them, Cody?
No, you can't.
They're all for me,
No, you
bro.
can't have anything.
Can I have
Me and
one?
my boy Ethan, 2 and 2.
Pass me one, because
We're gonna crush
I want to
these.
get in on the
Yo,
action here.
look.
Come on, look. We came in.
Let me tell you something. The next time my boy Ethan comes in this studio, you make sure you have Coke in here.
Pass me one of them.
Or
He's
there
not
won't,
gonna
be, there won't be a studio no more.
That's good.
smash up
I'll
the
burn this studio down for Ethan.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. I
Bring
believe
Cokes for my boy.
There was now enough trust for Ethan to even invite him to come to the studio the next time Jeff appeared on the H3 podcast. Something that would have been unimaginable just a year before, when he thought Cody was a complete psychopath.
Cody, please don't poke in like that. You're gonna freak out the.
Oh, Cody's here?
I was like,
Oh
who
my
is that?
Hey, Cody.
He got the address now. He's here.
You guys just roll everywhere together, huh?
Yeah, I needed to make sure you guys weren't setting me up over here. You know.
We're good,
AB
Cody.
fucking side raps me. Well,
Yeah, you want to come sit here? Nice to see you. You been good? Nice, bro. I'm good to see you. So you're on steroids and Ozempic?
Yes.
Nice, man.
It's working?
Yeah, you're good.
This video is coming to an end, so I'll end it on this thought. I think the main reason it's so hard to stop watching the H3 podcast once you've started is that there are often developments that emerge long after a situation seemed to have concluded, and as a viewer, you feel genuinely rewarded for having stuck around so long. The best way I can describe it is that sometimes the H3 podcast feels like a Simpsons episode. There are all these side characters. Every now and then, new storylines unfold, new characters appear, conflicts arise, and after a while, everything goes back to normal as it was before, and the show continues on its usual path. That's why in this video I wanted to go back to the first mentions of Cody in the podcast, and how this person initially hated by the H3 community has now become a regular character on the podcast and is beloved by the audience. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you'd like to support my work, you can become a channel member or find other ways to support in the description. It really helps me find more time to create these kinds of videos. Thanks for watching, and I hope I was able to help you during this break. And a special thank you to Matthew, Hufflebubbles, Sarah Boggs, Marisol, Mary Flores, Alicia D, and Cosmic Horror Grace, who directly supported this video. Thanks for watching. Love you, Full Homo.
found another great TikTok I like. White. Claw Gabe. Dude, this guy's awesome. Another one that showed up on my homepage.
Fried chicken Wednesday, baby.
Can we order one of these famous Philly cheesesteaks? Okay, sir, coming right up.
In this video, we're going to see how Ethan scrolling on his TikTok feed led to this moment.
Yeah, baby.
And later, this other moment.
Hey man, how you going?
Hey, this is Ethan's basement.
I've been just playing some PvP. Actually, doing alright. Having fun playing that.
Initially,
Pretty good.
my plan was to create a video explaining the recurring callers and guests of
Has had the waves go?
However, I found myself with so much to share about Gabe that I decided to devote an entire video to him. Also, I've seen a lot of people confused about why Gabe calls in every Friday. Who is he and how?
Yeah, all good.
That's
Nice.
what gave me the idea to make this video for newer fans or anyone that wants.
Another level. Lovely, lovely. Closer to the all black. Super black, yeah.
By the way, he's now officially called Uncle Gabe since White Claw doesn't want to collaborate with him. So he recently rebranded his name. But if you want to know why he was called White Claw Gabe at the time, here's a simple explanation.
This dude's called White Claw Gabe because on the weekends he drinks tons of White Claw, which is like, what is White Claw? It's like flavored beer or something.
So how you been going anyway, man?
To go back to the very
All
beginning
good.
of this, like I said, Ethan randomly found him on his TikTok feed, and here's the first
Oh, I can't wait for Stellar Blade. God damn. Give it to me. Oh, I will be playing that on the weekend. God damn. Ah, the parries, the smooth gameplay, the catchy tunes, and most importantly, outfits.
Wednesday night, fried chicken, yeah. Closer to the weekend, Thursday, and then Friday, here comes the weekend. Fucking Wednesday night, fried chicken Wednesday, baby. Who deserves fried
Shame it's not on PC, I know.
Ethan instantly loved his
Yeah,
energy and did so
that would have been
much
so
research
good.
on him and his videos to
Ah, that's
understand
alright.
his character and his style of content.
It's all good, I guess.
If he was like doing a character or not, but
I'm already looking forward to the PS6, man. I just want like a new console with like the next gen shit and all the games immediately. I don't want to have to wait. I'd like it now. Like how hype was it, man? You get the console and there's like all this whole library of new shit you get to play. You get to try the new controllers. Ah, God, it was good. How long do they last? It's like fucking 8 years or something.
Hey, Ethan, thanks for the support. I appreciate you. I appreciate your support. Yeah. Let's have a White Claw someday. Yeah. I'd like to meet you someday. Yeah. Let's have a fucking good time. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Ethan, thanks for the support.
Why, they're already winding down? Good. Bring the next one on immediately. I'd like my more exclusives. This gen's promise of next gen was such a... It really was. Especially considering like the gap there is now. Like the amount of extra stuff that Nvidia's added since this was released. Had like 4 games. Yeah, but wasn't one of them really, really good? Like, what was it that it got shipped with? I can't even remember. There was some exclusives that was like, oh, that's pretty good. Demon Souls, yeah, that's right. True. Yeah, but you know, still hype getting one and having all the things. Remember the like fire and shit, seeing that first time? That was pretty cool. Like the you know, just how nice it all looked. They need to fucking step it up. It's not good enough. Yeah, step it up, please. Problem is, they know they're gonna sell them to us. They know they've got us.
Ethan particularly enjoyed the "I deserve fried chicken" catchphrase and was using it all the time during the podcast. So
Just getting a vape.
prevalent meme in the H3 universe. This is me when Ela says we can't order pizza.
Man, I was watching the H3 Law video before of like Jeff and Cody, and I forgot how fucking funny it was that got Cody offside with him, because Jeff was telling that heartfelt story, and he was like lifting a dumbbell and like looking at his phone and shit, and Ethan was like, yo, I'm checking Twitter. Is that lint on the couch? What? What'd you say?
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, I'd love to promote your cameo. What is your cameo?
God.
Oh, interesting.
Congratulate them for, they make it through bad.
Yeah, cleaning dust off the couch. Great.
One of the most booked cameo personality of the year.
Yo, Gabe, looking good.
There you go.
Nice shades.
Thanks.
You got some new shades? Is this your new look?
This is my new look right now because I'm #1 on Cameo, baby.
Yeah, I saw
that.
Fuck, this is taking way too long.
Gabe, are you #1? Because I saw an article.
Ah, it's been so fun though.
Yeah, he's in the top 5 most booked cameo creators of 2021. What on earth, bro?
Wow.
How does that feel?
Feels good, baby. Hollywood now, baby.
You are Hollywood. Ethan had the idea not long after to have Gabe call in every Friday at the beginning of the show because of his catchphrase, "It's Friday, baby, yeah." I'm actually excited to announce that we've been in talks with Gabe to call in at the top of the show every Friday.
We're deep in negotiations with
Yeah, we're talking to his agent, we're finalizing the details. But imagine every After Dark from here on out, starting with "It's Friday, baby, yeah," and that's
Friday, baby.
And that's why this is the best show on earth. So after that, Gabe started calling every Friday, doing something different and being at different places every time. For example, at a baseball game.
Gabe, where are you? You're at a ball game?
Yeah, it's Friday, baby. Yeah, Chicago, baby.
Oh.
Make this deal, motherfucker.
At the movies. Oh my goodness, it's Gabe. Are you in a movie theater? There he is.
What's going on?
Gabe.
Yeah.
Are you?
Working. I got work.
Gabe, it's Friday.
Hey, can I hear you?
It's Friday, baby.
It's Friday.
Ooh, you're in a movie theater? What are you watching?
Yeah. Friday. We're watching the. Yeah.
I said the ooh.
It's Friday, baby.
Start of the weekend, baby.
Oh, we're sipping some cola. Is there work or school tomorrow?
I don't know yet, baby. Fuck.
All right. All right. Gabe, I'm gonna let you enjoy that film, okay? I don't want to disturb the people around you, but thanks for calling in, okay, and checking in on us.
Sure.
All right. Sure. All right. In the library.
Oh, Gabe. What's up, Gabe?
Gabe.
Today, what you do? Oh, you're in the library?
I'm in the library. I gotta be quiet.
Fuck, baby. Fuck. What? Okay. What section are you in the library? What do you got behind you there?
I'm in the travel section.
Oh,
trying to read about traveling and stuff, studying about going places and stuff.
And sometimes not at the most appropriate place.
Fuck yeah.
Where are we today? Oh, you're on a playground? Okay.
I'm on the playground in the park having my ice cream, baby. Fuck, baby. Fuck yeah.
Fuck, baby, yeah.
Sketchy?
Yeah,
That was a good move. Hey, Gabe, can I ask you something? Sure. Playground. Are you with a child?
No child in sight, baby. It's safe.
You're not offering ice cream to kids or anything, are you?
No.
No. Okay, good. Just
I
making
don't
sure.
be a
for tips.
weirdo.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Just making sure. You know.
So, for the fans, it was always exciting to see what new situation Gabe would be calling in from. During that time, we also learned that Gabe knows every public holiday and is very knowledgeable about non-working days.
Friday, yeah. Yeah, it's the weekend.
It's the
3 days
weekend, baby.
We got Friday, Saturday, Sunday, baby.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Monday's off, and it's a Thursday weekend.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Memorial Day. Next week.
Are you kidding me? Did we just learn from Gabe that it's Memorial Day?
We did. Next week.
Whoa, baby, it's a 4-day weekend. Fuck yeah.
Which goes great with his character and his no school and no work bit he always plays up.
It's Memorial Day! It's Memorial Day! Yeah! Happy 4th of July! Happy Cinco de Mayo, baby. Fuck yeah. Yeah. 4th of July weekend, baby. Fuck yeah.
Ethan started to have different rituals with him. First, they would brainstorm live on the show very vulgar phrases for him to try on his future TikToks to see what would stick.
Do you want? If you ever want a new one, I can help you. Do you want a new one, or are you good with pissing my ass for now?
Let's try a new one.
Okay. How about How about
Some suggestions here too. I'm
How
keeping
about
an eye on it.
fuck my tits?
And the second thing is the staring contest they do before hanging up. Which they still do to this day, despite the awkward dead air it creates. We can't talk about Gabe and forget about Nick. He's Gabe nephews and also helps him with his content and handling his social media. A lot of time he's the one holding the phone while Gabe calls in.
What's going on, Ethan?
Oh hey, I've seen you in his TikToks. What's your guys' relationship?
So he's my uncle. He's my mom's
Uncle Gabe.
So I help him with all his TikToks and that kind of stuff.
Oh, legend. What's your name, dude?
I'm Nick. Nice to meet you, bro.
Nick?
Oh, you're Nick.
Do you like
Yeah.
White Claw?
Oh yes, I do.
Nice. The man.
Ethan loved to pick his brain to understand Gabe a little more. And we know Ethan is not afraid to ask personal questions to a guest. So we got to know a little bit more about Gabe's personal and dating life.
Exciting. Gabe, this may be a little bit forward, and there's no pressure to answer it. You could just tell me I don't want to answer it. I don't know if I've asked you before. Are you virgin, or have you had sex before?
I'm a virgin.
You are, okay.
I'm
really
be honest.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I get it. There's no shame in that.
You
But a lot
son of a
people from
bitch.
the audience don't like these types of personal questions, so Ethan doesn't do it too much anymore. Sometimes the Friday shows after dark get replaced by guest episodes, but that doesn't mean Gabe is not going to call in to say hi, even during the interviews, which led to very various reactions from the guests.
Oh, he's on TikTok, White Claw Gabe.
Yeah,
oh, you know White Claw Gabe?
Yeah.
He's been calling in every Friday.
That's awesome.
For about a year. He's friend of the show big time. He's a good guy. We love him.
Horsecock energy.
Yeah, Horsecock energy, baby. Woo!
Horsecock energy, babe. Fuck me, fuck you.
This is White Claw Gabe. He calls in every Friday. For which is a happy Friday. White Claw Gabe, do you know Bobby Lee and Kalila? They're here. They're our guests today.
I believe Car. What's going on, my brother?
What's going on? It's Friday, baby. Where are you right now?
I'm at Menchie's having some yoga.
Okay.
Start of the weekend.
You want to say something?
What's going on, my brother?
Hey, White, was it
It's a White Claw, the drink.
Yeah.
White Claw
So
Gabe.
good.
White Claw Gabe.
Claw.
Mm.
What's happening here?
So this is
we
White
have
Claw
Gabe. Okay.
Hey, Gabe. What's up, baby? Well, I have a guest here, Blake. He's an AI ethics engineer or specialist. Do you have any? Do you want to ask him anything, or should we just?
AI Blake.
Yeah. Woo!
AI Blake. What's going on?
play.
About Gabe's birthdays, there's another interesting story behind this. The crew went to Gabe's 50th birthday and documented it and had a great time there.
Jesus.
Fried Chicken Wednesday, motherfuckers. Woo!
Yeah, that looked like a crazy time. Fried chicken.
No, that's a party.
Strippers.
But the next year, for Gabe's 51st birthday, everyone from the crew had something else planned. And even though they were invited and said they would come, none of them showed up, which made a lot of fans of the podcast very angry and posting about it on the subreddit.
There that is. You know, it was Gabe's birthday party, and actually nobody went. Nobody went. We were all gonna go, and then nobody went.
I wasn't. I never committed to going.
That's horrible, guys.
Frankly, I never said I was going.
Frankly, I'm not talking about. I didn't say anything. I didn't say Dan.
I blame Zach, even though he's not here.
I don't want to catch any heat. That's all I'm saying.
I blame Zach.
And yes, it is Zach's
It was
fault.
a domino effect.
Zach is in here, by the way.
I said if people went, I would go.
I was on
Me
that
too.
boat too. I was actually one of the first to say I want to go. We should all go.
Yeah. So what happened? How did it all fall apart?
Zach.
Fake friends, people are saying. So Zach doesn't go and it all falls apart.
Can I just say at the top? Yeah, everyone was super mad that nobody went to Gabe's birthday, and like 90% of the comments were people talking about what we're scum we are. People are so angry, dude.
Nobody's mad at me.
They should be.
No.
You told me privately you were gonna go.
No, I didn't say that.
I'm sorry about your dad passing away.
You're mistaken.
Dan told me
I'm a perfect angel.
definitely 100% going.
Lying.
I'm sorry about your dad passing away. Fuck.
Dude. Anyway, yeah, so people were so angry at us, and I guess we did fuck up. And I have to tell you guys, one, I think we all intended to go. But
So good.
Zach,
Iconic, it really is.
Once in a lifetime event of seeing the
Pink Floyd cover
band. No, he was going to see Pink Floyd, right?
The cover.
Oh, it was a cover band.
It was a cover band.
Yeah, it was like at a bowling alley or something.
I don't think he was there.
So, and then I
Oh,
guess
actually,
Gabe and
Carrie.
Lena were gonna go, and then
How
I
the
guess
lazy
you guys
boys do it.
Got cold feet from Zach not being there. You guys weren't.
We had a lot going on. And first off, let me say, last year was one of the funnest nights of my life. Like his family is beautiful. We just fit in right away. They were so welcoming. We had the time of our lives. We all really sincerely wanted to go. But yeah, no, a bunch of us had stuff coming up. Ian and Sam had a flight the next day, like super early. I forget what was going on, but yeah, it turned out it was just gonna be me, Lena, and Cam at one point.
And me.
It's a party.
Yeah. I don't know. We were going back and forth so much, and I was at the gym, and I didn't think anyone else was going by the time other people were ready, and I got beaten up pretty bad. I was all sweaty, and I was like, oh, fuck it.
I don't think we ruined his birthday party like a lot of y'all maybe thought, but they're all excuses. We don't make excuses here, AB. We own it.
Okay.
We owning it. Don't be a fake friend, dude. You're a fake. Just own it. I'm sorry, Gabe. No.
Fucking weirdos. Straight up. The Club Kingstar. Y'all in chat saying you guys are fucking weirdos.
Cool story. Fake friend.
Fucking
So
weird.
and then here's the other thing. I'll just be honest. Okay, I'll just be real about myself. I said I was going. I was never gonna go.
I was never gonna go. So good.
I don't leave my fucking house.
Yeah, I don't leave my fucking house.
I was gonna go, but like I have kids. It happens. It's Friday night. You have 2 young kids. It's like the longest fucking day ever. We don't have a babysitter. It's like I know that it's impossible for me to do anything. If you combine with my general laziness and social anxiety, and also having family and kids and a wife, and also that, a billion other stuff,
Jeez, I didn't get to
you
play
gotta
this
let
so
me
much.
off the hook. Now, AB doesn't have shit to do.
Oh!
The Gabe curse. Because not long after that, something bad happened to all the crew members after missing Gabe's birthday party.
And by the way, I forgot to explain. Yeah, everyone was super mad at us for skipping out on Gabe's birthday party. And I do want to say that we didn't escape scot-free. We realized there is the White Claw Gabe birthday curse that is affecting us all differently. Cameron is out with food poisoning. He brought out the biggest, gnarliest torta I've ever seen in my life. After the show yesterday.
Where did he bring it from?
I don't know.
He doesn't even know.
I think he found it.
He's at some place.
I think it's time for nearly snacky time.
Where did you even get that from? He said, I don't know.
Last night he's like, I'm puking, I'm so sick, I'm so messed up from that torta.
He said he was puking all night.
Yeah, he's very sick.
Rip to the goat.
Zach too.
And yeah.
Zach is sick. Well, and then so Zach, thank you, is very sick still, and I think that's part of the Gabe curse.
He
that's
thinks he's got
affecting
the
us
flu.
all. And AB, you got a little bit of the Gabe birthday curse.
Yeah,
as well.
my new computer that me and Dan just recently built, the cooler in it just kind of stopped working, and I found out that I guess it's not uncommon with that. But also my PS5 just randomly froze and wouldn't turn back on.
Oh my God! All your
electronics
are.
And I just beat a boss in God of War.
I wonder what happened to that your old boss's PS5 that he modded. I wonder if like games are still failing and shit.
That's because I bleached my hair like 3 times.
Yeah.
Like there was
doing it himself.
Maybe saying his
one spot that
PS5
would
when
not
we
bleach,
just
no matter what I did, it was like
reminded me.
and now it's just falling
He
out.
got it repaired.
I told Jess.
Yeah, that's good.
Jess, and now everybody know who Jess is. I told her about it. And
So it's not bad that they repaired it. I guess if you put everything back the way it was, but I'm surprised there's not like a sticker that says like, yeah, you opened it, like, you know, we're not gonna do shit.
Yeah, no.
Maybe it was a different fault, I guess.
It's Gabe, he got you.
Yeah.
And I actually did the members only live stream, and I had to shit my brains out. I don't know if that's the Gabe curse, but I'll write it off.
I thought something was happening because we were like setting up, and then we turned back on the stream, and you were in the seat.
You were just gone.
No, it wasn't
You
good.
abandoned shit.
Gabe got me. Yeah. Anyone else get a
I
Gabe?
think my laptop is dying.
Alright,
That's
let's
a Gabe
go.
curse.
Oh, interesting. Nothing's happened to me yet. I don't know if I will be affected by the curse though, because I, unlike everyone else, didn't say that I would go.
He's coming for you, bro. Gabe's final.
committed.
I think it's
Gabe.
for Dan this episode.
Gabe's
Yeah.
final destination birthday curse.
But fortunately, that curse did not last long because during the live show, when Gabe made an appearance dressed as Santa, they also invited Linda the ghost hunter, who apparently lifted the curse.
Have a seat next to Linda, please. So Linda,
Yes,
the ghost hunter.
that is me.
This is White Claw Gabe, who we canceled on his party, and tons of things been happening bad. And we just need to know once and for all how to lift this White Claw Gabe curse.
Wow.
It's
And
a
may I add, this weekend, all the crew got sick. It's not just Ethan, by the way. All of us and Love in Sweden, which makes
Can't
no
explain
sense.
that.
It makes no sense, and we all have the same symptoms, including Love in Sweden.
It's Gabe.
And this all came from you. Okay.
That's a yes.
And we're going to visualize that we actually went to this birthday party, okay? And that we had a great time. And this curse,
Yeah, bring down the lights. Let's really.
do this.
Yeah.
We had a really good time. We had some cocktails. We enjoyed ourselves. Everyone really enjoyed. We gave good presents. That's it. We need those woos. We need those woos. And because we all went to this party, I ask all the spirit guides who are with me to please release the curse of my friends here at H3.
Okay, guys.
They already said they would attend his next birthday party, so we'll see if next year Gabe is still calling in every Friday, but honestly, I wouldn't be surprised.
The crew will attend Gabe's next birthday party. That's happening. We can't miss the next one, bro. I can't go through that again. Or you guys better go. I have a kid and shit to do and a babysitter. I'm not gonna have a babysitter on that day.
And you still have the graphic? There we go.
Look at this list. It's gonna be the same for next year. And don't even get me started with Shredder being sick. You expect me to leave my house for anything?
So true.
Apart from the live show, Gabe made 2 appearances in the podcast studio. The first time was a surprise appearance where he joined Ethan to enjoy some fried chicken.
I was supposed to sit here today with my water-weighted friend, Nick Ocado. Alas,
The mukbang is no more. I have 20 pounds of fried chicken, 50 pounds of cheese melted mashed potatoes. We were going to block some arteries today. And now, I am one man surrounded by a sea of fried chicken.
Oh, Nick. Who am I gonna share this fried chicken with? If only there was somebody. Anybody to share this fried chicken with.
Whoops.
What I say, fried chicken Friday. Even though it's Friday, it's supposed to be fried chicken Wednesday, but I'll say fried chicken Friday, baby.
White Claw Gabe is here! No way! This is the perfect guy to share fried chicken. Grab a piece. Come on, Gabe,
Sure.
you saved the day.
I love Jollibee. Jollibee is one of my favorite fried chickens.
Oh my God.
Besides KFC.
The second time was during an episode with Oliver Tree. Toward the end, during the boxing match between Ethan and Oliver, Gabe made an appearance as Ethan's coach.
Advice. Let's go, Ethan. That's your advice. Let's go.
Jab.
So that's your advice.
Yeah.
Ooh, jab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, jab.
Whatever's strongest. No. Your right is the sucker punch, man.
Wait, which is the left then? How do
The
you do
left
that?
is the jab, man. Yeah.
Okay, let's do our team champ. Ready?
Alongside Bobby Lee, he provided motivation and support to Ethan during the fight.
Oh, chill. Gabe, chill.
Gabe also rebranded his type of cameo to make eulogy-style videos with his own signature style. Actually, I forgot to ask Gabe. Dude, this is the best thing Gabe's ever made. A friend of ours, cousin, is a huge fan of White Claw Gabe.
Yeah.
And so she asked our friend to ask us if... No. Our friend asked us if we could get a cameo for her cousin. Her dad unfortunately passed away, and she's wrought over it. And she thought this would cheer her up as a huge fan of White Claw Gabe. So what we did is we paid him. We booked it because we don't ask him to work for free. And he's a legend, White Claw Gabe on Cameo.
Yeah.
So we booked it. And then Lena, what happened? So Zach, did you reach out to him?
Reached out to him. Excuse me. Said put a lot of love on this one. We know you're great at what you do, but just for the family, put a little extra on it. And he sent this masterpiece.
So again, the context here is that her dad passed away, tragic as that is. And here's Gabe coming through here. Muted. Hold on a second.
Here it goes.
Randy, how you doing? I'm sorry about your dad passing away. Fuck yeah.
And it's since then probably his funniest video, with more and more people ordering him cameos when something bad happens to their family or friends, and they are often featured on the show. Do you have that soundbite, Zach?
I'm sorry about your dad passing away. Fuck yeah.
I mean, that's the best thing you could ever dream to have. Can you actually include the
I
woo
don't know
too,
how
Zach?
to react. Can I laugh? Do I cry?
Well, it's meant to cheer him up, right? So I'm assuming.
Fuck yeah.
Can you get, because he says woo afterwards. Can you just pull it?
I have to pull it, but I
Yeah,
can
just,
do that.
yeah.
Sorry about your dad passing away. Fuck yeah. I know.
When I first opened this, I was like, no fucking shot. Gabe did a fuck baby fuck yeah woo after that. But he did it, and he's a legend for it. What's what Gabe on camera? This is the shit that you can expect from this absolute content creation god.
That's some love on there, baby.
Ugh.
I'm sorry about your dad passing away. Fuck yeah. I know your dad's a special person to you, Randy. I want to wish you the best. Sometimes Life doesn't go on forever. Everybody has to go
True.
sometime, Randy. Fuck yeah. I'm sorry.
That's true, actually. I mean,
He's the best.
that is true.
Fuck yeah.
This guy knows how to send condolences. I really mean it. This is good.
I mean, if this doesn't cheer you up, I don't know what will.
Yeah,
I would laugh
true.
my ass off.
Honestly,
This
yes.
is great.
I would.
Fuck, baby. Fuck yeah. Sorry about your dad dying. Fuck, baby. Woo! Everybody dies someday, baby. Awesome. Yo, if we ever have a tragedy in my life,
Yeah.
I want one of these. You guys hear me?
I want one of these.
It doesn't matter how tragic, how
God.
profound of a loss it is. I want a White Claw game cameo.
His eulogy is just amazing.
Oh yeah. I prefer if he's the key speaker at my funeral. Actually, if you guys, you hear that?
That would be so good.
Sure. But Randy, I know good things gonna happen. Special things gonna happen to you, Randy, because you're the best. Yeah, you're the best because you deserve the best. Fuck me, fuck yeah. Hey, Randy, I heard from Abby about your dad, but sometimes life throws a curveball. Fuck me, fuck yeah. Randy, you're the best. Fuck me, fuck yeah, because it's Friday.
Gabe recently had a new arc of him trying something new during the call-ins, like salsa, coffee, and sushi.
Hey, it's Friday, baby. It's Friday, baby. Ow, 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 ow. I'm trying something. I'm trying a salsa. Salsa and chips.
Let me guess, Gabe. This is your first time trying salsa.
Yeah.
You've never tried salsa before in your life.
What?
No.
He's
Really?
He's doing this shtick where he goes. He actually surprised. The first time he was at Starbucks, he goes, "I've never had coffee before."
Oh yeah, right.
And then the last time he goes, what was the last one? Sushi. He goes, "I've never had sushi before."
Sushi.
And now you're doing it with salsa. I know you're yanking my chain.
Salsa.
I
Yeah.
see what's going on here.
All right,
There we go.
Salsa for the first time. This is compelling stuff. He's got it in some kind of authentic ramekin. He's chilling. He's processing. He's
It's not bad, but it's a little spicy.
a little spicy. Even though we are all a bit skeptical if it's actually his first time trying these things. Gabe also made an appearance on stage during Zach's show where he sang his catchphrase and the crowd was loving it. And more recently, he appeared during the live show as a co-host, and we got to enjoy a live staring contest with Ethan. It's Friday! Shut up, my kids! Woo, bitch! Let's fucking go!
Who the fuck is Uncle Gabe? Who the fuck is Uncle Gabe? Who the fuck is Uncle Gabe?
Dude, you got too good at this game. I'm never gonna win again. Recently, Gabe referenced the fact that he wanted to go see a baseball match, and during the show, they got him a front row ticket so he could go and report on it the next week. If we buy you this ticket right behind home plate, it's $1,100.
Today.
Will you go?
Sure.
Let's go.
Not that enthusiastic. Which is a good segue for the question I always see asked about Gabe. Is he paid to do these call-ins? I don't have any official source for this, but to me, I doubt he's being paid. I just think it's a great way for him to promote his socials and get more cameo requests, and he also developed a good relationship with Ethan and the crew, so I doubt he thinks he should be paid for it. Plus, it makes good content for the podcast, so it's good for everyone. So,
I know, as if, man. That's always exactly the exact same thing. Ethan would definitely, like, look after him. What the hell's he talking about?
First of all, he said he would be making merch as a part of his rebranding, so we're
Like,
looking forward to that.
oh, exposure is your payment. Like, come on, man. That's not something that Ethan does.
Uncle Gabe merch? I'll keep a lookout for that. He also mentioned he wanted to venture
It's
into
ridiculous.
a new business. He's apparently in the works of opening his boba truck, so we'll keep an eye out. Wait, Nick says, is this real? Can I read this, Zach?
Yeah.
Gabe, White Claw Gabe, is in the works of starting a boba truck.
It's called Gabe Boba Truck. So,
Dude, he,
Take it back.
Dad.
He's Boba Game. I take it all back.
He's Boba Gabe.
Take it back.
How I know where we're getting boba from.
Yeah.
Every day. Oh my
Dude, that's
God.
awesome. That's it for this video. I hope it will answer any questions you had about Gabe. As always, I love to explain different characters of the H3 universe. So tell me in the comments who I should do next.
How you doing, pal? That's how am I doing? Be-wit is my last name. Be-wit.
If you'd like to support the creation of future videos, you can find my Patreon link in the description. And another way to support that is completely free, is simply sharing my videos and spreading the word about my channel. I want to extend a special thank you to my amazing patrons whose support has made this video
Oh my
possible.
god, you gotta be kidding
So
me.
thank you to Alicia D, Jade Gary, Corey Rupert, Lauren Corriveau, Messy Mermaid, Purple Fire, Sarah Boggs, Skylar, Michael Krzyzewski, Ashley Reeves, and #1 Helen Keller Hater. Okay, that's it for today. Until next time, with peace and love, with peace and love.
Thanks, guys. Nice.
It causes drug-induced psychosis, crashed with 2 other cars on the freeway, flipped over a few times. Luckily, everyone made it out.
I can't.
All right, let's go.
Hey everyone, today we're here for a long one, so grab your boba tea and get comfortable. The last video was fully dedicated to Gabe and all of his podcast's appearances, and if there is someone else who deserves his own video, it is our boy P&P, aka the TikTok lawyer. Once again, another discovery Ethan made while scrolling on his TikTok feed, and he found it so crazy that the next day he wanted to show his content on the podcast, which resulted in one of the hardest laughs of the year for Ethan and the crew, and also the starting point of a long-lived friendship and collaboration between P&P and our beloved podcast, and this is what we will explore in this video.
Okay, oh, speaking of TikTok, so this is I have a special TikTok account that I've fallen in love with.
Yeah.
This guy is unbelievable. This is my special find. I've been tracking this guy's page because I just couldn't believe what I'm seeing. So he is a criminal defense attorney, and he gets people off for really crimes, and then he goes and brags about it on TikTok. You see what I mean? I think this may have been the first one I saw, and I was like, what? I was like, what the fuck? Here, watch this.
All right, we're outside of Rancho Cucamonga Courthouse with my amazing client. We're here on a 3rd-time DUI case that we totally crushed. There's a mandatory minimum of 120 days county jail for this kind of case. They offered us 310 days jail on this case, and they weren't budget. But today we got no jail. No jail at all.
No jail.
Case closed, zero jail. Aren't you happy you forgot to bring your toothbrush?
Oh my God, what is
really
this?
glad I didn't need a toothbrush.
We don't need it.
No.
Fucking so good, man. Holy shit.
Appreciate you 100%. You're the man.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yo, she's on her 3rd DUI. She's supposed to go to jail for a year.
No jail.
But what we did, we got her off 0 jail.
No
It's
prison gang.
also the other weird thing is that he's like kind of putting them on blast.
Yeah.
Like publicly humiliating them for his own practice. Domestic violence. I'm just saying. 2 domestic violence cases consolidated into trespassing. Big dubs.
Into trespassing.
Look at that big smile. He's like, this man just killed his wife, and today I'm happy to say he got probation. He's moving in with his new girlfriend.
Downtown LA with my great client here. It was falsely alleged against him that he committed domestic violence against the mother of his child on one day, and it was also falsely alleged again that he did it 2.5 months later. This was 2 domestic violence cases consolidated into one. And we just resolved the case. What did we resolve it for? What was the conviction? Trespassing. We were fighting this case for about 7 to 8 months. We announced ready for trial on this case. We're ready to go forward and beat the charges. And I'm pleased to announce that once he's done with probation, it's going to be gone off his record once we expunge it. How you feel?
Feel great. Appreciate you.
Let's go.
God.
He's
like, my life still sucks, you know.
What a
Let's
job,
go.
dude.
I love this guy, man. He's the fucking greatest. This one goes, 2nd-time DUI with alcohol and cocaine. 150 days of jail reduced to 0.
Oh my God.
My man.
All right, we just got out of court in beautiful Newport Beach. We're here on a 2nd-time DUI. My great client here was pulled over. He had double the legal limit. He was actually at 0.18 blood alcohol content. He had 13 nanograms of cocaine in his blood. We found an empty vial of that also. He was looking at 150 days of county jail out here, and we just crushed it. He's gonna do how much jail?
None.
0 jail.
Let's go.
Jail. And after a year, he's gonna be all done with this case, and he can move on with his life.
Sure, thank you so much. Appreciate the help and the work that you put in. It's great.
Let's go.
Let's go. You know we gotta soundbite that, Zach.
Music,
You got
drum
it.
shots of the court.
Let's go.
I wonder if it's in like the contract they signed that you have to make a TikTok at the end.
Yeah, he gets him a
I
discount.
think what he does.
10% off
Yeah.
if you let me put you on blast on TikTok.
I think what he does is he's just like, oh, there's one thing I want to do real fast.
Yeah.
And then they're stuck there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For a second, I was like, what if he's just joking? What if this is all just shtick?
fuck, I thought I was
looked it up.
searching.
He passed his bar.
No, he's real.
Yeah.
No, there's a lot of them. He does this like every day.
All right, we're right outside of court in Indio. It's 106 degrees. We're here on a domestic violence restraining order. My great client here was accused of many instances of domestic violence.
Many.
Christ.
Jesus.
To get a restraining order. Well, if I ever get charged with a crime, I know who I'm hiring. Let's go. We got to get his face on a sign just being like, let's go. So the top comment on this one is no, keep this man off the road for life so you know it's good. Here we go.
All right, we're right outside of Van Nuys Courthouse. I got my great client here. He was charged with a second-time DUI. He had admittedly overdosed on multiple different drugs.
Oh, this is. I think this was the one I saw because it's like he admits to it.
Oh my God.
He did all this, and we got him back on the road.
My great client here, he was charged with a second-time DUI. He had admittedly overdosed on multiple different drugs that night. It caused a drug-induced psychosis. He crashed with 2 other cars on the freeway. Over a few times. Luckily, everyone made it out.
I can't. Oh, I was just looking at his face. This man ran over the whole family. He was blackout drunk, tested positive for PCP. He was gonna go to jail for life, and we got him out on bond, ladies and gentlemen. No jail time, reduced to 10 months of community service, and he got his license restated. Huge dub. All the comments are no, keep this man off the road. Bro is unleashing supervillains. Send this man back to jail.
He's unreleasing supervillains.
The worst one by far.
And this comment, this is what I was laughing at. He says, the bro.
Oh my god.
Bro is standing there like, yeah, I did all that. Like, watch homie's face who he got off. Like, holy shit, dude. This is the best one.
Courthouse, I got my great client here. He was charged with a second-time DUI. He had admittedly overdosed on multiple different drugs that night.
Look at him.
Caused a drug-induced psychosis. He crashed with 2 other cars on a freeway and flipped over a few times. Luckily, he made it out all right.
Okay, that's good at least.
The fire department came with the police, used the jaws of life, dragged him out of the car, and started fighting with them. Also,
The jaws of life, and he just starts punching him. Jesus Christ.
Let's see how he gets him off. Oh my God, this is the best.
So, and we're pleased to announce that he's getting out of this with just a wet reckless.
Hey, wet reckless.
That's a Ryan Kavanaugh.
That's the Ryan Kavanaugh move.
Right.
Yo, what? He's like, he went into full psychosis, overdosed on multiple drugs, caused a major wreck on the freeway, hit 2 other cars, fought with the police.
And the firefighters.
It's just a wet and reckless, guys. We're very proud to announce that here today. And here's your license, buddy. Get back on the road.
Cheers.
Of probation, not 5 years, that is normally given in a second-time DUI. And most importantly, he's really changed his life around. He put himself in rehab immediately after this happened. He's been in for 9 months. He does meetings every single day, and he's really turned his life around. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. Thank you so much, ladies, for everything I've done.
All right.
You know, that's
well,
good.
That's good. It's good.
I
You know,
think
it's wholesome at the end.
pro rehab, anti-jail.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's good.
But holy shit.
Yeah, just the way it just kept piling on.
That doesn't sound like a wet and reckless to me. That sounds like straight menace to like that man should not be able to drive again. I'm sorry.
I mean, I guess it's good marketing for what he does.
Right.
You know?
It is. Totally.
You know, he's good at his job, evidently.
One thing I hate about
One of
this,
the
I'm anti-crim.
best H3 is you're gonna go for
DUIs,
Super Black.
if you get DUI, you
I'll
should
probably
never
not, man.
Period, ever. So this like 3-time.
I mean, I'll
DUI
play a
with
bit,
driver's
but
license back,
I'm not gonna.
That shit's fucked.
Not with Stellar Blade coming out tomorrow.
If you get induced psychosis and crash into a bunch of vehicles, he's your guy.
Punch a cop in the face.
Flip a car and attack a cop, he's your guy.
So now that we all had a glimpse of what his content looks like, in the next clip, they managed to get in touch with him to call in and tell us more about his videos. And we will get the answer to the infamous question, how the hell does he get these people to agree to be put on blast on his TikToks?
Okay, so the TikTok
Open till
letter's
June
coming
3rd.
up
Oh
soon.
yeah, that's alright.
So let's just do a quick
Yeah,
refresher
I
for you guys who
might
aren't
get
familiar
there.
with
Like,
him.
it depends. If I
We
get in the
found this
mood
guy,
to like,
Panda P Firm 2.0
you know, if I'm like, oh
on
yeah,
TikTok.
I kind of feel like doing that,
Quickly
I'll
became
probably
one of our favorite accounts.
yeah, I might give it a crack.
He
But
is a criminal defense attorney, and he just gets basically all the criminals of Gotham out.
When I messaged him to
But,
schedule the
yeah, I
time,
think,
I was like, "You good for 2?" And he replied, "Let's go."
yeah, I think we're good enough.
Let's go. So
Enough stuff
what's
to
his
play
name, by
anyway.
the way?
David.
Powered
David
Malik kills and
P.
finishes.
David P. Let's talk to our boy.
All right, I'll cue him up right now.
The legend himself.
How you doing?
How are you, my friend? You are a TikTok celebrity.
I'm doing good, man. Honestly, the TikTok's just for fun.
How do you get these people to do the videos with you afterwards? Because it almost seems like a lot of them are like, what is going on? Like the guy where he flipped his car, he fought with the police, he overdosed on a bunch of drugs, he was in psychosis, and I'm like, let's go. But how do you get someone to like stand and do that video with you?
So Ethan, it's interesting because
Some piece out of the PvP pens. Ah, right. Well, maybe I'll switch this up.
And that was so funny to me, man. Like, it was hilarious. And you guys were talking
Ah,
about
right,
it,
because it buffs all that stuff. I
people
see.
comment a lot saying, oh, he probably gives a discount or he probably has it in the retainer
I'm
agreement.
running
Ethan, you were
resilience
actually
with this.
right, 100%. We're walking right outside of court, and I just say, hey, there's
Let's
one
upgrade
thing
him.
we gotta do real quick. Do you mind if we take a little video for my social media? And that's it.
You blindside him, right?
Straight up. I mean, they are so happy though.
Yeah, I'm sure they're just stoked.
Alright, they're stressing the fuck out for the entire time from the moment they're arrested. From arrest to getting to court.
They're stressed the fuck out.
Freaking out the entire time. They're freaking out as soon as we get to court. And then that last day, they can't believe the result we got them, and they are so excited.
You. Yeah.
They would love to take a video with me. They love it.
Now that we got that answer, Ethan is moving on with another interesting question. What is the craziest crime he got someone off of?
Oh, nice.
Leading to this slightly underwhelming response. Not gonna lie, considering his TikToks, I would have expected something crazier.
So let me ask you, what's the craziest crime you've got someone off of?
This was a
Awesome.
gang possession of a
Hell yeah.
concealed loaded firearm. So he was charged for carrying a concealed firearm.
Add that to the liked list.
That was loaded. We actually had a hearing to
Very good,
suppress the
very good.
evidence. We won that hearing. And let me tell you, when I was a prosecutor, I have done probably 40 of those hearings, and I never lost as a prosecutor. And, you know, I came in as the defense, and I won. And it was really incredible of a victory. That's probably the craziest one that we got a full dismissal.
So how much jail time was he looking at?
I'm not really sure. Probably about like a year or so.
Oh,
God, 189 AUD. That's right. I forgot about that.
Main concern. His main concern was because for a living, he's a security guard, and he didn't want to lose his ability to have a gun.
I see.
For work. He was going to lose his whole career, his entire career, and he had kids. His conduct was so minimal in that case. He wasn't really a threat to anybody. They were shooting a music video, and it was just a bunch of people who were in a gang shooting this music video.
Fuck, what if I shoot?
No harm in that, right?
What's this
go.
auto rifle?
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, now Ethan wants to put the call into a good use.
Oh,
asking
I know
for
this
legal
one.
expertise. about an incident we are all familiar with.
Okay, I'll give it a go.
Would PNP have been able to help Ryan Kavanaugh with his infamous wet and reckless?
Can I ask you a question? It's someone I know this happened to, and you tell me if you could get this person off, okay?
Go for it.
So he's had a previous DUI. This is his second time driving drunk.
Dragon's
and he
Vengeance.
hits and runs a police car while drunk, already has a previous DUI, gets arrested, and what happened to him is that it got reduced to a wet and reckless. Do you think that you could do that, or is that like kind of insane to get off
I think
like
I could
that?
do that, and the reason why, what really puts this guy in a good position to beat the DUI charge or have it reduced to a reckless is because he hit and ran. Now, hit and run is another crime.
You're saying hit and run is a good thing in this case. I love you, dude. You're the fucking goat, bro. So are you suggesting that people hit and run if they're drunk?
What?
Are you suggesting that if you're drunk, you hit and run?
I suggest
But it could help.
Disclaimer, DUI is extremely dangerous. Crime is very, very bad. Now, okay, but let's say you just freak out and you happen to have hit and run because you're freaking out.
Sure.
Okay?
Sure.
They need to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that you were intoxicated, you were impaired by alcohol, or at 0.08.
Oh, yeah, that's
alcohol
that gun.
content or higher at the
He
time
really
of
is.
driving. It becomes very hard for the prosecutors to do that if, at the time you were driving, you hit the car and then you ran away. And now let's say it's like an hour or 2 or 3 or 4 later, they come up to you.
What the
stop
fuck
you,
is
and
this
you can say,
weapon?
Look, I just needed a drink after that.
Awful.
That was hectic.
Oh my God. That's probably what he did. Of course, I'm talking about Ryan Kavanaugh, good friend of the show. We were wondering how someone with a previous DUI hit and run a police officer while drunk and gets reduced to wet and reckless. But I think that's a really good insight to what happened to Ryan Kavanaugh.
Yeah, but Ryan gets fucked because he crashed into a cop car and hit and run. And if you do a hit and run and causing injury, and the injury could just be like my neck hurts, he's in California at least, you're losing your license for an entire year.
That actually might have happened because he has a driver now. I don't think he's allowed to drive. But I like that. So guys, you heard it here. If you're drunk and you are in a collision, get the hell out of there, right?
So I am not going to say right. I actually suggest nothing. Look, you do what you do, okay? Call me after you've done what you've done. I can play. Look, I just play the cards I'm dealt.
Love
but
that.
I will never tell anyone commit a crime or anything. All crime is bad.
Let's go.
But I'll tell you, whenever I get a call, I just got this girl called me like last week. And she said, hey, I freaked out and I ran away, and then the cops came to my house. And I said, okay, look, stop tripping out, all right? It was bad that you ran away, but it kind of helped you with the DUI.
My boy, let's go. Let's go right now.
In conclusion, we even got free legal advice out of this. Hit and run people. Now, let's hear what PNP thinks about being often compared to Saul Goodman in his comments.
What do you think about the comparison of you to Sal Goodman, for example?
I love Saul Goodman. I love that show.
You like the way he does law?
I don't think he does it ethically. It's been a while since I watched the show. And I remember watching the first season when I opened up my own office. And I really felt him because he was down. He was like at rock bottom, wasn't making any money, and neither was I. And as lawyers, there are a lot of rules of ethics we have to follow with every regard, and especially when you're trying to get new clients. And I think he was committing some ethic violations or something like that, which I understand when you're in a tough place, like you just kind of want to say, fuck it, let's make some money. But I think it was funny, and I like that he was a criminal lawyer. I wish he did more practice of law. I don't think he ever tried a case.
How's business now? Are you doing well? Money's good?
Thank God we're doing great. Yeah, thank you. It's just a blessing. We really started with nothing.
Now let's talk about ethics a bit. Ethan asks PNP if he ever had second thoughts after keeping a client out of jail. which leads to an interesting discussion about rehabilitation, which ends up winning Ethan over.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever got someone off where you're like, maybe that guy should be in jail?
Never.
I don't believe you.
Not even close. There have been times where, honestly, people have been in jail, and I just wish that they could have gotten help instead.
That's true.
That's true.
I think that we need to send people to jail. We do. Like, I'm sorry, but it has to be done a lot of the time just to keep society safe. There are alternatives to jail. There's rehab. You know, outpatient rehabs are great. You know, you can make someone do a ton of labor where they go pick up trash on the freeway, and if they don't do it, then they can go to jail. You can really punish people without sending them to jail. And
Amen, brother. I'm right there with you.
Yeah, a lot of people comment my videos saying, no, send them back. Back where? Like, send them to jail. They should go to prison for this DUI. Okay, well, if you send people to jail, like, oh, you committed a DUI or a drug or alcohol substance abuse related offense. Okay, yeah, let's send you to jail. What happens when you send this person to jail? They come out and they go right back to doing what they were doing, right? Most likely. What if you sent them to rehab and you gave them a little love and you encouragement to really turn their lives around? Wouldn't that be better for society?
You got to prevent. You need to be preventative and not punitive.
Exactly.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go, brother. So I have my own personal philosophy of how I practice criminal defense. Whenever I get a client, I just try to work with them, see how their life is, why this happened. Or do they have a drinking problem? A lot of my clients, I get them into AA right away. I talk to them about how they feel about their lives, and I counsel them. I've seen the work I've done on people's lives. Some people are not receptive to it. I've had really sad times where I've worked really hard with the client, and then they just relapse and screw their whole case up, and you know, I've had to go my separate ways from some people. But I'll tell you, each one of my clients that I've gone all the way for, and each one of my clients I've posted a video for, has really worked on themselves, and they really deserve the result that they got.
That's nice.
They really do.
That's actually really nice to hear. Well, there you go. You really are doing a public service. You're keeping them people out. Let's get them better, and let's get them going.
We already got the hit and run advice, but for the next question, when pulled over, should we always refuse the breathalyzer test? Get ready to take notes, people.
Do you recommend if somebody gets pulled over and let's say they had a couple of drinks, should you always refuse the blower?
I would say so. Refuse it's the preliminary alcohol screening device. That's what we actually call it, or the breathalyzer at the scene.
I might leave it there.
Optional. Refuse it. The crime ended as soon as you were pulled over.
Might leave it there. Winks. GG's, bro. I'll speak to you tomorrow anyway. Some Stellar Blade, yeah. H3 as well.